Hello and welcome. We're going to be doing some unitary conversions or dimensional analysis. They go by both names, so don't worry about that. So once you get the program from mcstutoring.com, what you're going to do is you're going to go to this PRGM key to get to programs. You're going to choose TI-80 Basic, which might be your only choice if you have like a regular TI-84 plus CE. But this also works in TI-84 plus CE Python calculators. So we're going to go there. And then UNITCON A, so Unit Conversions A, right there, option 3. Okay, and then we have our basic main menu here: length, mass, and weight. I don't want to argue with physicists about the differences. Area, volume, speed, velocity. I should actually include acceleration, but it only has a couple acceleration conversions here. Flow rate, angles, and I'll go to the more menu just to show you what it has. We got temperature, time, pressure, decimal diffraction, and distance, rate, time. So let me go back here to the main, and then we're just going to go through this worksheet that a student sent us of what our homework looks like. So you'll see how to do it on the calculator. So first one, kilometers to meters. That's going to be a length. And just so you know, that's we're going to choose option 1 there. And that's SI metric. And what that means is anything in the metric system is also SI, Système International. I think it is in French. Please don't flame me in the comments if I get my French wrong there. But here we're going to go. And then what do we want to convert? km to m, kilometers to meters here. So that's what we have here. That's awesome because it's option 1. And then how many kilometers do we have? Okay, it looks like it's 6.3. So we're going to enter 6 and the decimal point here below the 2 key and 3. And there we go, 6,300 kilometers. So I'm going to say 6,300. And I'm just going to underline all the answers we have here. Okay. Next one, we have to go the back menu, a couple menus here. On this next one, 64 kilograms to ounces. So in this case, they're talking about a mass or a weight. So we're going to choose option 2 from the main menu. And we want to go kg to Oz. That's the conversion we want. So it looks like we got kg to Oz is option 5 there. And again, if there are ever conversions you want to see featured on here but are not on here, feel free to contact me at mcstutoring.com. That's M as in Mary, C as in Charlie, S as in Sam, mcstutoring.com. And this is about half of how the programs are innovated. Sometimes I just get an idea in the middle of the night and I make an addition to the program. But half the time it's students contacting me directly like, hey, can you do kilograms to versts, or not kilograms to versts, kilometers to versts or something like that. Okay, on and on. So let's talk about this. Getting back, 64 kg, and it looks like it's 2,257.496. I don't know what your sig figs are in your class. That's something separate, but probably just 2, so probably 2,300 would be fine. But again, sig figs are near and dear to the hearts of physicists and chemists. We go on. This is meters per second squared to feet per second squared. Technically, it's an acceleration, but in this menu, it's going to be a speed or velocity. I know. Forgive me if you're really into this. I know it's heresy here. So meters to second squared to feet per second squared, option 3. And then how many meters per second squared do we have? Looks like we have 62. So I'm going to enter 62. And then it looks like the answer is 203.412. Okay. Okay, good. We keep moving along here. It looks like everything's already in screen, so we're cool. Okay. We go on. I know we're going to have to go back because I think this is liters per hour to milliliters per minute. I think is a flow rate. I believe it's a flow rate. So I'm going to go liters per hour to milliliters per minute. Okay, cool. Option 1. And then liters per hour, how many do we have? Looks like 6.5. And then we have 108.3. I'm just going to put the vinculum here for the repeater bar. And I'm going to start changing colors. This is getting a little boring here. We need more colors. Okay, next one. We go centimeters cubed to liters, just so you know that's the volume. And if you want, please comment If you would like a help menu, because I have a help menu in almost all my other calculator programs. And by the way, this unit converter, I'll probably start it as a standalone program mid-October, but then also include it in the SAT programs, the chemistry, physics, et cetera, et cetera. So I think it's convenient. And there's even more things. As I'm doing this, I'm like, oh my gosh, we could include so much more. But we're going to go to volume here, option 4. I'm going to go centimeters cubed. Really like, okay, so this is just my program not converting it well. It's centimeters cubed to liters. This is centimeters raised to the 3 or centimeters cubed. I just want to put that out there. I'll put it down here at the bottom. It looks like cm3, but it's cm cubed to liters. Okay, so we're going to go to centimeters cubed to liters, option 3 it looks like. And how many centimeters cubed do we have? Looks like we have 768 centimeters cubed. And then it looks like we have 0.768 liters. So I'm going to write 0.768. Okay, oops, I didn't underline the last one. Shame on me. Okay, sorry for being forgetful there. Okay, next one is milligrams to grams. Now that's going to be a mass one, so we're going to have to go back to the main menu, and that's a mass. And I'm trying to put this in order that they usually come in terms of frequency, because length is the most common one. Temperature might be up there more for physics and chemistry people, so I might have a variation of that for you guys to buy. Okay, so we're going to go to mass, option 2 here. I'm going to go mg to g, option 3, milligrams to grams. And then how many milligrams do we have? Looks like we've got 70. And we've got 0.07 grams. I'm not labeling units, which I know is terrible. So, please forgive me on that one. I'm more of a math background than a science. So I have a lot of bad habits, I guess. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to go meters squared to feet squared. That's going to be a simple area conversion here. We have a distance squared to a distance squared. That's typically an area. So you can go meters squared to feet squared. That's option 1. Oops, did I choose it? Oh, everything's seizing up here. Okay. Option 1. How many meters squared do we have? Looks like we have 70. And then it looks like we're going to have 753.48 feet squared. Okay, I'm going to keep changing colors here. We're going to go to orange. Cool, it's fitting because Halloween in America is just around the corner. Next, we're going to go centimeters cubed to inches cubed. That's a volume, by the way. If you have a distance cubed, that's a volume. So that's really, it should be centimeters cubed to inches cubed. And just so you know, this is a metric system with the meters. And we go with inches, that's imperial. I don't think people in America, most of us don't know that it's called the imperial system that we're using. So we're going to go, oops, we want to go volume. Sorry, we got to go back. Volume option. Centimeters cubed to inches cubed looks like option 5. So how many centimeters cubed do we have? Looks like we have 700. And then it looks like it's going to be 42, I'm just going to go 42.7 on that guy. Okay. We go on. Now we're going to go this meters per second to miles per hour. That seems to me like a speed or velocity. So I'm going to go back to the main menu. And then speed or velocity, option 5. I'm going to go meters per second to miles per hour. So meters per second to miles per hour. Okay, good. This is option 5 here. I put it as mph. That's how it's commonly referred to in the US. Okay, 800 meters per second. And then it looks like we have, that is actually pretty fast because basically you're doing 8 soccer fields per second. So that is pretty fast. 1788.8 miles per hour. Okay. And then last one, the docket. We've got acres to miles squared. Again, that's going to be an area one. So we have to go back to that main menu. And then you're going to go to option 3 for the area. And then acres to miles square, option 5. How many acres do we have? 850. And that's 0.328 square miles. Okay, now I do, look, I'm just going to show off some other things here in the main menu. So I'm going to go back. Oops. I actually went to the more by accident. But I do want to do decimal to fraction. That's one of my favorite things. I don't know why. Let's say you have on the SAT or some other test 0.125, and that's your decimal. And you're like, what fraction is that? You just enter it here as a decimal, and it's 1/8 is your fraction. So it is a pretty cool thing. I'll do decimal to fraction again. And because a lot of people are asking, hey man, what if I had like 5.23, right, as my decimal? And it'll do it. 523 over 100. So it even does, what is this, an improper fraction, I think it's called. Man, it's been a long, long time. Okay, so it also does time, pressure, distance rate time. The distance rate time thing is pretty cool too. But I'll probably just make a video showing every single option at least once on this, but that would take like an hour and a half. And I don't want to waste your time with that right now. But this is just basically an introduction to the unitary conversion. And if you exit, you get a little thank you. Thank you for using Unit Converter from MCS Tutoring. And again, what I would recommend, if you do want to check it out, we do have a selection of free programs to try this out, just so you see that it does work. But then there are 3 things I'd want you to do. Make sure you get TI Connect CE from, and all this is, if you go on the Getting Started on the page of the mcstutoring.com site. I would say get the the TI Connect CE first. Second thing is definitely load that on your computer. Third is update your operating system for your calculator, because I have had people, and you know, they had the best intentions. They come and say, hey man, your program doesn't work on my calculator. So you can just press the second mem and then press enter for about, and you need at least the 5.8 operating system. You have something like 5.9 or 6.0 or 5.81. You're totally good to go. You just need something like this. This hasn't been updated since 2022. And at this point, I don't really care, but that's okay. You want to do that. And then again, like I said, you probably want to start off with some free programs just to make sure it's easy to put them on your calculator and that they work, and you know, proof of concept from mcstutoring.com. And then look, also too, if you want to buy stuff, totally cool to buy stuff. And there are, if you do look for discounts on the mcstutoring.com site, you will find them. I think you get a discount for subscribing. I think it's like 30% right now. This is mid-October 2025. Also, there's like a crazy video of mine. I don't mean to be offensive with the video, but there's like a crazy promo video I have. And if you see that, there's a 30% discount code in the description or the pinned comment. Okay, I'm going on and on like an old person that I am, but hope everything's going well with you with your unit conversions. And then let me know, honestly, in the comments, if there are other unit conversions you'd like to see. I'll add them on. This is a pretty small program, so it's super easy to edit it so far. And it is going to be a standalone that I will include for the SAT, chemistry, and physics programs in the future, probably by Halloween 2025. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.